You gotta meet Pete. He's sneaky, seeks attention, and is athletic as well. Zazu is energetic, smart, and fun. Bear is goofy, independent, and strong. Ask Ashley this week could be called CSI APL. Last year there was a shortage of cats for adoption. No more. Oh, and Dog Alley. It's Pick Your Next Pet at the ACAPL.
So this here's my boy Pete. Oh, hi. He's definitely on the younger side. I would say maybe 2 or 3. Big sweetheart. Definitely loves people's attention, loves to be around people, that kind of stuff. Loves to play. But when you leave him to his own devices, he's okay. I mean, he's fine to just wander a room or wander a play yard, whatever. I think he's trying to make a move on me, you guys. Anyway, I would say he's selective with other dogs. Some he seems to do really well with, and like their vibes, their energy matches. Others he's kind of like, nah, get away from me.
He seemed to do okay with the puppy.
He seemed interested in the puppy, yeah, absolutely. So, absolutely, dog meet and greet is required. I initially thought that he was better with female dogs, but I've seen him get along with males since then. I talked about his eyes a little bit. He's got one solid blue and one that's brown with a blue spot. He also has 2 different dew claws. One is like a normal dew claw, you could call it, like fully developed. The other one is a little bit underdeveloped, but still has a nail. So it's really interesting. He's just that kind of special dog. I would say he's really, like, he's got a few commands down already. He definitely is decent on leash. He likes to go fast, but he's pretty well behaved on a leash. A little bit destructive and a little bit of an escape artist. All Huskies are. Like, they are notorious for escaping. We just had our animal control officer in this week. He was complaining about Huskies because they just tend to be that way. So definitely either a tall fenced-in yard, but even that doesn't hold them back sometimes. They can be diggers. They can bend the fence to escape, whatever. So I'm not saying he does that. He's been pretty good here, but it's always a possibility. He has escaped his kennel by bumping up the divider in the middle and then just walking right out the other side. So, like I said, they're very, very smart dogs. He's a very smart dog. So if you want to do training, you want to do agility classes, you want to do, I mean, I think he's up for all that kind of stuff. Very athletic, so if you're a hiker, you're a runner, anything like that, again, a good partner. Like I said, if you have other animals, we're not 100% sure. He can be selective. We do have a lot of issues typically with Huskies with small animals, so cats, chickens, other things like that. So if you have those animals, we're not going to say no, but we're going to have you use extreme caution and go very, very slowly in the home. But I mean, honestly, he's a really good dog, and I'm surprised he's still here because he's just unique looking, and I thought that he'd get adopted really quick, so I hope someone comes for him soon. It's like a chicken nugget. Sit. Sit. Come on. Up here. Sit. You shake. Oh, yes. I knew you knew how to do that one. You go down. Yes. I knew it. You're so smart. Want to come up the stairs? Here.
Yeah, he does good.
Up. Right here. Spit it out. Up.
Wow.
Sit. That. Oh, yes. Look how handsome.
He's trying to give you a paw.
Other paw. Other paw. Doesn't know the other paw thing.
Well, I have a hard
High
time with that.
five.
Oh, high five!
Yeah! Yeah! Shake! Paw.
Enough is
He's
enough.
like, I'm done. Give me that. Even though he doesn't want to eat it, he's just going to spit it out probably.
Oh, yeah.
See? Picky little man.
He pre-chews for the next dog that comes out.
Exactly. Gotta bring a vacuum dog out. He'll eat up anything, huh, big man? Yes, you're very handsome. You are. What you got in your ear? Mud. This is mud. Who's that? Oh, you are so well behaved. You are.
Oh, now it's time to dance.
Hey, girl. Hi. Oh, good girl. No. Come on. Ready? I got cookies. So, little Miss Zazu is quite the little ball of energy and personality. She was a stray, so I have no knowledge of her background, and she was on the skinny side when she got here too, so she may have been on the run for a while. I love her. I think she's super sweet. She is pretty high energy, so I'd recommend a more active family or someone with a large yard that she can go out in. She has been hilarious to watch out here today. There is something so, I swear it's like childlike joy for her, like it's Christmas morning that she gets to come out here in this play yard. Which, to be fair, I think a lot of the dogs feel that way, but I could just really see it in her body language because she will run around and then get distracted and go sniff here and then run here and then come and love me and ask for treats, and it was just absolutely adorable. So I'd say she's got a couple of commands down already, definitely treat motivated, so training will be a breeze most likely. She can be a little bit loud in the kennel, so if you meet her in the kennel you might think like, oh, she's too much, she's crazy, she's loud, whatever. But I think outside she chills out a little bit. She just needs to get those zoomies out. As far as other dogs go, she seems, again, selective. Some she seems okay with, others she definitely doesn't like at all. So if you're interested in her and you have other dogs, we'll definitely do a meet and greet, see how they get along. I just can't make any promises there. Same thing with small animals. Again, she definitely probably has husky mix in her. And those don't always do well with small animals. I haven't noticed anything with her specifically for her prey drive, but I don't get the opportunity to. We don't do any cat testing here anymore or anything, so everything's a maybe for her. We're not 100% sure on anything, except for the fact that she is a good girl, clearly already pretty smart, and very just fun to play with because she just has like a very animated, happy face. She's happy to meet everybody that she does meet. Kind of whole body wiggles, that kind of stuff. Her ears are very, gives her a lot of character. So I would definitely recommend coming to meet her. She's on the, more medium, smaller side compared to a lot of dogs we have here. So I think that she could fit in, even if you have maybe you have an apartment where you just have a small yard, but you're very active and like to get out on the weekends. I still think she could be a good fit for you. Hi. Hello. I'm talking about you. Yeah. Wait. That wasn't waiting. That's okay. She's young. She's still learning. Let's go find a toy. What do you want to play with? What do you want to play with? Do you like frisbees? Yes.
It's brand new out of the box.
Ready? Just so happy to be out of the kennel.
Not that the kennel isn't a fun place to be.
Go get him. Go get him. What's this? What do I got? With a ball?
That tennis ball looks like a lot of fun there.
What's this? Where'd it go? I lost it. She's got like ADD ADD. She can't focus on one thing. Oh, big girl. Yeah, check out Bob's stuff. He's got good smelly stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Good smelly stuff. Sit. We don't allow it. We don't allow the crazy jumps. Oh, beautiful. Oh, there's the ears. There's the ears. That's what we wanted to see. Can you catch? Sit. Sit. Yeah, you caught it. Good job. Good job. Hi, love. Was that a burp? Did you burp right in my face, girlfriend? You crazy.
Maybe she had a can of pop with her lunch. Ooh. Who is that?
Who's here?
A dog? In your wildest imagination.
What's the dog doing here?
What in the wildest imagination would you ever thought there'd be a dog here?
So, Mr. Bear here was actually not a stray. He, well, kind of was a stray. He was found like where some homeless people were staying. They were squatting, one of those things. And somebody eventually called animal control. So animal control went to pick him up. We did know the owner, and she never came for him. So Bear had to stay here in puppy jail for a little bit longer. But I mean, I think he's a great dog. We were a little bit nervous because when we picked him up, the guy had said he was growling and all this stuff, but we have not had a single issue since he got here.
Yeah, he's pretty friendly.
He's very friendly. So I think if he was acting strange then, he was probably just really scared, didn't know where his owner was, things like that. But I think he's been great since he got here. Actually seems like a pretty happy dog, all things considered. I'm not sure about him with other dogs because he's not like the most playful. I've never really seen him play with toys or anything like that. If he was with another dog, I think it'd have to be a chill dog, like not really crazy or anything. He himself is not the most playful. He's actually very independent for the most part. He'll probably just keep to himself. He might come up every once in a while and want attention. I could definitely see him laying on the couch with you or something like that. But he's not like a constant, you know how some dogs are just Velcro dogs. Like they just want to be with you and do everything you do. He's not really like that. He is content to just chill, do his own thing. I could see if he had a big yard to play in, he'd be happy to hang out outside with you while you're working on stuff, but not need you constantly. So that's a really big benefit to some people. Some people prefer dogs like that. Unfortunately, even though we know the owner, we don't know much about his past as far as kids or cats go. So those are two unknowns. Due to his size, I probably wouldn't put him with super small children, but you never know. It could be something that once he gets settled, he could be okay around kids. I think he just wants, you know, like a decent sized yard and just a place to call his own. So he is not fixed yet, but he does have his rabies vaccine, so he's eligible to, you know, meet people at appointments. So I definitely recommend someone get in here and get him. He's very handsome, and I will say I took him for his rabies vaccine, and everybody at the vet just loved him, said how handsome he was, how good boy he was. He didn't even feel that poke when they poked him in the butt. He was distracted getting love and treats from another tech. So very good at the vet, which is a big positive for some people too.
He was out looking at the dogs, and he wasn't like aggravated or growling or anything. It's just like, oh, there's some dogs.
Correct.
So
I wouldn't consider him reactive, so definitely like walks around the neighborhood. He'll look and acknowledge other animals, but no freaking out. I will say he has no leash manners though. So whatever home he was in previously, I don't think they ever put him on a leash because he has no concept that leash limits him. He's very strong. So definitely either a fenced-in yard or he'll need to be out on a lead or something like that. Because walking him, I'm not saying it's impossible. If you're a big, strong, you know, guy or girl, whatever, you could do it. But he's going to take some training. Upstairs. He said, oh, no, it's okay. Don't be scared. See, I'm a big one. My butt almost falls off when you make me sit up here. I'm sorry. Oh, you're so cute. Hi, baby. Look at you. Look at that face, you guys. How could you not want this big boy?
Oh, yeah.
Not a fan of heights. I don't think he likes that. He likes that too much. He'll do it for me, but...
Well, that dog will do anything for you. So you're not going to see him on the high wire act.
No. No agility courses for him or anything like that.
Welcome to Ask Ashley. This is Ashley. I am not. And you can email her with your questions at asteed@acapl.org. And it's, as usual, we'll have it right down here somewhere. Somewhere like that. All right. We're going to get a little bit into the news. And I don't want to talk about this specific instance, but anyway, the other day I read, and if this is a little foggy, it's because we came in from outside and whatever, we'll make do. You know what we look like anyway. So anyway, this man was charged with a murder. It's a drug thing. Who would ever thought that drug dealings and stuff would end up with murder, but it does. But they traced it to a house in Jefferson where the conditions were deplorable, and there were 5 malnourished dogs, 6 puppies, and 2 dead dogs. So when something like this happens, the APL is usually called in. So,
Yeah.
So what do you do especially when you're 5 malnourished dogs, 6 puppies? What do you do?
Yeah, that's an excellent question. A lot of people don't know what goes on behind the scenes. So in a case like that, when someone just gets arrested and they have an animal in their home, that then if they get arrested, there's no one in the home left to care for the animal, we do take them in, and typically if it's for an incarceration hold, it's the same as a stray hold. Essentially, we do 72 hours, or someone else can pick the animal up. So if a friend or a neighbor or family member, something like that, is then willing to take care of them after a day, they learn what happened and they're like, I gotta go get my brother's dog or whatever.
Do they pay you for that? Like the sheriff's department or whatever? They don't pay you like $20 a day or anything? Or?
Well, we have contracts that cover it.
Oh,
or
okay.
our contracts
So
with
it's
the
a blanket.
city and our contracts through the county cover that as
Okay.
well. Incarceration holds, yeah. So they can then come in, claim the dog, and then it's out of our hands. Like, that's their dog. It's in that
You have to do all
person's
of
hands.
the shots and the rabies shots and all
Nope,
that?
nope, we wouldn't do any medical work at that point. If the person is in jail for longer than 72 hours, but with intent to pick up, if they can give us like a date that's within I think we do up to 2 weeks, so we would hold up to 2 weeks, I think. So same thing. If they know they're going to get out or they just got to get some money, whatever, we'll hold for a little bit longer than that, but sometimes they decide not to once they get out, or maybe they don't get out, so the dogs just become ours after a certain amount of time.
What about an instance here
Okay.
where they got the malnourished dogs and
Yes.
action needs to be taken quick?
Right. So when it's a medical, or humane case in this situation, if the arresting officers and the people pressing charges want to press humane charges, yes, the animals immediately come to us. We do start giving them medical care, and they're put on a court hold. And now court hold dogs, they rack up a fee, so we call that a care bond. Every single day that they're here, they have a certain amount. If they need additional medical care, if they need emergency medical care, or they need fluid, anything like that, gets tacked right onto their bill. If their goal is to get their animals back, the judge places a care bond on them. The people have to pay it within a certain amount of time. And if they don't, again, the animals become ours. So definitely, absolutely. It may not be shelter staff that's there getting these animals. It would be either humane agents, or if it's like a middle of the night emergency situation, the sheriffs, the cops that are handling that situation would gather up all the animals and bring them here. They would likely get the help of the dog wardens, animal control, or possibly shelter staff if it came down to it. I know I live very close to the shelter, so I sometimes come out after hours to help if someone's coming, doesn't have a key or something like that. I'll
Now,
help get
I
them
did
settled
mention
in.
before is that you go down that pole like a fireman, and it goes right into your truck or car,
Yes,
and then you
absolutely.
go driving off.
That sure is what it feels like sometimes. But that's why we're all here. So we have had cases similar to what he's talking about, where the arrest or the intent for storming the home was on different charges, and when they found the condition that the animals were in, they called our humane agents right away, and we took custody of the animals. So The best outcome in those situations is that on the spot they sign over rights to the animals, and then we don't have to deal with anything, and we can just get them the care that they need, and then hopefully get them adopted quickly. Worst case scenario, they are on court hold for months and months and months, which is very annoying for us. It's not fair that the animals have to sit here for that long. It's not fair to the animals if then they can't get certain. So if we need emergency medical care, we do that. But like spays and neuters, we have to put off until we know the results of the court case. So that was a good topic to bring up today, Bob. I think, like I said, a lot of people don't know what goes on with that.
So the APL is now part of, what is it called that were before?
The Ashtabula County Humane Society.
Right, okay.
For some reason, I think if you Google that, like their previous location and phone number will still come up, but if you call that number, nothing will happen. You have to call us.
So it's kind of, this was melded into that, or that was melded into this.
We just took responsibility of all of that, yep.
All right, okay. Unfortunate this thing happens, but
yep.
It does.
It does.
Thank you.
Yep. So today we are going to meet Deputy Dog Warden Hamilton. Aren't we honored?
Oh, that is Deputy right there?
Yes. So he got the title of Deputy Dog Warden because he got to tag along one day with the dog wardens on a call. So that makes him an official Deputy Dog Warden for Ashtabula County, you guys. All right. So let's open this up and say hi.
So how did that happen? We could hear a story about that? Or?
He had a vet appointment that day, and the dog wardens offered to transport him for us, and they got a call while they were out with him, so he got to tag along and help pick up a dog, I think it was. All right. So this is my big man, Hamilton. Now, he is a very special boy to us. He has been in our custody for, I want to say, at least a few months at this point.
That's unusual for a cat.
No, it's not anymore. Our cats,
really?
Our cats are in and out.
It changes over the months, doesn't it?
It does.
Markedly.
Our cats have done really well lately, though. I think our longest resident, besides him, is only a couple months. So he's definitely our longest resident in that sense. But he was not available for a long time because he came in with careful, don't fall. With a pelvic injury. So he definitely didn't walk quite right. He didn't sit quite right because he was having some pain there. So he also had some upper respiratory stuff going on, so we were a little worried about him. We got him x-rays, and he was under a year old at this point, maybe only about 6 or 7 months. So at that age, sometimes cats can have injuries that maybe he got it when he was like a baby, like really young, and just never quite healed properly, but as they grow up and their bones mature and their tendons grow, it can heal and get better. So we had him on some pain meds for a while, had him on some anti-inflammatories, things like that. And then thankfully, finally, he went to a foster home. Now, he was on cage rest this entire time. So he was on cage rest for a solid, I want to say, at least 2.5 months. And the vet wanted to see progress, so see, decreased swelling, increased direction, in the right direction of it looks more normal. So in that foster home, she was amazing. She, would get him out for short play sessions every single day and then put him back in the crate when she was leaving for work. So he got morning and evening playtime. There were other kitties in the home. He absolutely loves other cats. I know that for a fact because whoever is directly below him or above him, he will try to play with like crazy. So now he's at the point. He is fixed. The vet has seen progress, so they're really happy with how he's doing. He is still always going to have limited mobility, but the good thing is he knows that. He's not a jumper. He's not a runner. He's not super crazy. He is playful, but he just kind of lays down to play. He really knows his limits. So I really do think he'd do well in most homes. We are going to recommend no small children simply because they may not understand that he is special needs. Right, exactly. So definitely I would recommend an adult-only home, but I can definitely see with other cats. And dogs, I would say other calm dogs, no one that's going to chase him, no one that's going to do that. If he goes to a multi-level home, I would try to keep him on just one floor. Now, he may not be able to be stopped, But if you could put baby gates on stairs or anything, again, he knows his limits, so he's not going to try to jump on the couch. He's not going to try to do stuff like that. But if you put like ramps and stuff up, I could see him still trying to cuddle with you. He's an extremely sweet boy. Like I said, he loves other cats. And so we knew we wanted to give him a chance. And I thought that his story is a good one to highlight that we do give every animal in this building a chance. We've got even some dogs right now too that are special needs medical that we don't want to give up on because they are good dogs. They just need the right care and the right home. So same with Hamilton here. He just needs that right home to come along. So this is Daiquiri. Now she's on the older side of all the cats we have here. Most of our cats are younger, like 1, 2, 3. She is about 3.5, so a little bit on the older side. She did come from a home with multiple cats, so I could see her going to another home with cats. She is one that has come a very long way. She was one that at one point didn't want to get out of her box, didn't want to come say hi to people, just wasn't the most friendly. But she's come a long way to the point that she gets excited when people come around now. She gets excited when you give her food in the morning. Of course, she's well fed.
She's not starving.
Hi. But I'm really happy that she's come as far as she had, because I was worried that she was going to be just, a recluse, maybe a rodent ranger. But instead, she is definitely prepared to be a happy house cat. Come here. Come say hi. She's a good girl. Come here. She's like, I don't know. You woke me up from my nap. Did we wake you from your nap? Come here. She's over here making biscuits. You guys can't see her. Come here.
There we go.
Baby, come here. She's very special. She gets one of these, it's like a bed that it's like a bed house. Most of our cats just get cardboard boxes, where she's got like a big, comfy bed house, and she loves it. She's a very like average looking cat, but I just love that she's really come around to loving humans, trusting them, and actually wanting, love and attention and to play. She's purring and standing up making biscuits. What more could you ask for? I'm gonna leave you alone now. I'm so sorry I interrupted your napping nap.
Oh!
a walking a dog and I'm never blue. I'm a walking the dog, I ain't thinking about you. Don't need no one to tie me down. I'm a walking the dog and a painting the town. Such an easy life I never knew until the day